Today, we're going over the Carolina Panthers season predictions for the 26-27 season. At the end of this video, I'll let you know if I think they're going to go over or under 7.5 wins, which is what Vegas has them set at. So we're just going to hop right into it, go to some of their losses, some of their gains this offseason, then get into predictions. So Rico Dowdell, probably their biggest loss overall. He had a breakout year last year. Him and Chuba Hubbard, really good backfield. They started to share carries after Hubbard went out and Rico Dowdell took over and started just dominating and having a crazy year overall. Extremely consistent. But with Chuba Hubbard, I'm going to target him on rushing yards. He's one of the most consistent players to bet on alternate rushing yards. And the way I research my player and team prop bets is on Data Streak. I'll leave the link in the description. But Chuba Hubbard's one of my favorite backs this year to bet on when it comes to alt lines because Rico Dowdell is going to be out of the backfield. Now, they did pick up Dillon, but I don't think he's going to steal too many of their carries. They lost Andy Dalton, not a big deal, not a starter. Austin Corbett and Cade Mays lost some of their O-line, although they did draft Monroe Freeling in the first round this year to get some help on the O-line. They got some help in the offseason, signed Devin, Lloyd, linebacker, Jaylen, Phillips, edge, and picked up some more offensive line help. But let's get into their actual roster. So quarterback Bryce Young, I think that he had a rough rookie year, but last year he started to show signs of being a serviceable quarterback. Now, obviously concerns about his height, but he's okay. He's not going to be a top 10 quarterback, but I do think that Bryce Young can win you games. Again, we talked about Chuba Hubbard already. We got Tet McMillan, which is, he had a great rookie year. And so I think he's a very good receiver, and I think he's a good number one. But behind that, they have Jaylen Coker, Xavier Legette. He's okay. He's had an okay year, not a, something to write home about. Not a bad receiver, definitely a starting receiver in the NFL, but nothing crazy. Tommy Tremble, decent receiving, tight end, O-line is decent. They have some new pieces in there, so the O-line chemistry will be a little bit off to start the year. Derek Brown, Bobby Brown on the defensive side of the ball, Jaylen Phillips, as well as Devin, Lloyd, good pickups. But overall, when we look at their schedule, we're going to see if they can get to 7.5 wins because that's what Vegas has their team total set at. It's going to be pretty hard, sort of a difficult schedule. They got the Bears, Falcons, Browns. Falcons, I think they could come out of there with a win. It's kind of 50-50. I think they'll beat the Browns. Lions might be a tough one. Eagles going to be tough. The Buccaneers could go either way. I think that they'll split one of the games between the Bucs. Packers are going to be tough. Broncos are going to be tough. Saints, I think they'll split those games, maybe come away with 2 wins. But even if they do, that's still at 4. They got the Ravens, Bucs, Vikings. Vikings, depending on how Kyler Murray is there, they could pick up a win there. We already discussed the Saints. Bengals, late in the season, we'll see if Joe Burrow is healthy. I think they'll win if Joe Burrow is not healthy. If Joe Burrow is healthy, might be a difficult game. They got the Steelers. We'll see how they look this year, but even if they picked up a win there, that's 5 wins. And Seahawks, that's going to be a difficult one. And then the Falcons, they could maybe split these games and end up with 6, maybe 7 wins. When we look over at FanDuel, FanDuel has the Panthers right now. Over 7.5 wins is plus 125. Under 7.5 is minus 145. I'd lean definitely towards the under 7.5 wins, maybe pair it with another team, or just taking them even at the under 6.5 wins. We'll see how this team looks, and it's really going to come down to how Bryce Young and Tet McMillan do this year. If Tet McMillan takes a big leap and this offense looks better than it did last year, we'll see. But a lot of their offense and their explosiveness came from Rico Dowdell last year. Although I like Chuba Hubbard, good back, consistent back, he doesn't have as much of that breakout running ability that Rico Dowdell had, which he kind of carried them quite a lot last year in a lot of their wins. So it'll be interesting to see how they do, but I'm going to be leaning under the 7.5 wins and even okay with the under 6.5 wins for a little bit of better value at plus 115. Let me know in the comments how you think the Carolina Panthers will do this year. If you agree, disagree, And make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any of the breakdowns of the other 31 teams. If you want to use what I use for player and team prop research, the link for Data Streak is in the description. I'll see you in the next video.